I'm Baptiste Comte, I'm 25, and I'm French, and I graduated from the Design Academy of Eindhoven in 2020 from public-private department. This project is about making heat exchangers which are going to absorb the excess of heat in the room, and to make this I focused on aluminium machining, which is systemic waste from automotive industry. And of course aluminium is a very recyclable material, but I try to find a way to instead of recycling it, which still costs a process, I wanted to kind of find a way to use those pieces as they were. So using like the repetition of a waste to use it as a kind of heater, like fins for heaters basically. I'm someone which is like always working from a material and trying to see what's the properties of this material could be. And aluminium was kind of a fascination since a long time for me. So then I started to research a little bit all this industry and how this world and how aluminium has been evolved during different centuries and stuff, how the perception would be from this material. And I started to research into it, and that's how I came up with this idea. I would say like the challenges were to combine different topics by like combining this waste of energy that we are encountering at the moment, but also a whole reflection of like the material, like the aluminium perception, and how do we see a waste who can become, from waste can also become jewelry by like just a little manufacturing on it. So it was like all those little different topics that I wanted to kind of combine, and that was the biggest challenge, just to not make it too much, let's say, in a design project. Well, no, the only good possibility and the advantage that COVID has provided was basically the time extension, let's say. So obviously I would be able to work more on this project because everything is a bit on hold, but I wouldn't say I would have like possibilities with COVID at the moment. Also, like my project is about industrial waste and something which is working with the industries, and now that everything is kind of stopped, it's a bit the problem for me to work with that. The good thing about this period, obviously, like it's about like, I think we enter in this kind of backwards period, you know, like where everything is kind of into like get into like a recession time, where like I think we need to focus on what is more like a priority, and we have to kind of revise our own values as well on what to focus and what to not. But I think also then the biggest challenge of this period is obviously to, as a creative, to not fall into like this self-promotion, using this period as a self-promotion period as well. So it's a very interesting game into like how to balance from adding a solution to something and try to not make your self-promotion to it. That's what I would say. Well, if the context allow it and stuff, I would love to actually work for someone and be like part of a team within a design studio or whatsoever, to get to know a little bit also like the world we're living in a bit more, like into this professional way. And you know, like we're from school, and I think sometimes it's nice to have a more like a foot into like the system we're living, the active system we're living. So that's why I would love to like join a team for working.